Hello there, welcome to this latest video. Alright, today I'm gonna talk about some horror western films, but I'm also going to include some cult film, exploitation films that are also westerns. And originally I was only going to show 10 because I don't really like to make videos too long, but I ended up with about 12 or 13 taken off the shelves, so I thought I'll just make it up to 15. So, I mean, there are loads of films out there in this genre, so apologies if I don't include any of your favourites. Okay, so first up, we have Curse of the Undead. Now, this one is from the late 1950s, so quite an old one. Just about this gunman who rides into town to try claim a reward. He also happens to be a vampire. So it's pretty good, not as ridiculous as it sounds. Worth checking out, I'd say. Curse of the Undead. Next, I've got Dead Birds. This one must be about 20 odd years old now, starring Henry Thomas. Not a bad film. Got a bunch of criminals who rob a bank, and then they take shelter in this abandoned house which is haunted. Strange stuff starts to happen, they get picked off one by one. Pretty good film, Dead Birds. Next is this one here, Inn of the Damned. This is the old DVD edition. It is out now on Blu-ray. But this one reminds me a little bit of Motel Hell. You've got like an elderly couple who rent out rooms in their house, and then they start to kill off the guests. Pretty good. Inn of the Damned. Next, a real classic for me, and that is The White Buffalo. Charles Bronson film. A film I've always loved. I remember this one when I was really young. Used to find it quite creepy back then. The film definitely has a great atmosphere. Really good music, haunting musical score. Great film actually, really underrated for Charles Bronson. Really cool film. Highly recommended if you've not seen it, The White Buffalo. Next one is Knife for the Ladies. This one is from the early 70s and just set in this, small western town where you got some murders taking place. Women are getting slashed up. I like this one, like a slasher film really. Knife for the Ladies. Next one here, The Living Coffin. This one is actually a Mexican horror film, the one I've always liked. You've got these two cowboys who come into this small town and they start to hear, rumours of a ghostly figure of a woman, and then murders actually start to take place. So, pretty decent one. This one does now have a Blu-ray. I think Indicator put this one out. Next is The Wicked Die Slow. Now this one is a real cult sort of exploitation type film really. Made in the late 60s. Really low budget. Film is full of gaffes and historical inaccuracies, but definitely lives up to being quite an exploitation film. It's full of violence, full of rape. Not too many people know about this one. It won't be for everyone. I think it's interesting. The Wicked Die Slow. Next one is The Shunned. think this one is from the early 2000s. Again, another really low budget one. Pretty cool front cover. This one, you've got like a family that have been butchered by somebody, and there's like a sheriff who's trying to find out what's going on. It's all right. Next one is Eyes of Fire. Oh, this one is an absolutely terrific film. One of the best of this genre, to be honest. Horror westerns, great film. Really surreal, really weird. Great imagery in this film, really interesting. Definitely recommend this one if you're not seen it. Eyes of Fire. Very cool film. Next we have Five Bloody Graves, one which is more cult film really. And I've got another edition of this one here. This is like a German hardbox, and the front cover here makes it really look like a horror film. Really cool front cover. Like I say, it's more just a cult western really. I think they've given it that horror description because it was directed by Al Adamson, you know, the cult filmmaker, low budget filmmaker. There you go, that's Five Bloody Graves. Next one we have Cutthroats 9. Now this is one I first heard about in the early 2000s, and I was always really curious about it, wanted to watch it because I heard it was meant to be the most violent western ever. And some years later when I got this DVD, and it is pretty gory, quite violent, gritty, also surreal. I think it's a really good film actually. The cast is full of loads of familiar faces from, you know, Spanish horror and exploitation films. Really good. Cutthroats 9. And this next one, I couldn't find the DVD, so I'll show my old VHS. And it's Ravenous. Stars Guy Pearce, Robert Carlyle. It's a pretty cool film. Quite gory. That's Ravenous. Next one here is Bone Tomahawk, the Kurt Russell film. Quite well known, this one. A lot of people really liked this film when it first came out because of the violence and the gore, and it is a decent western, and the gore is pretty brutal, quite impressive. It's a good film. It's Bone Tomahawk. This next one I did previously show on another video. I showed the VHS tape. Now I'm going to show the DVD I have, and it's The Shadow of Shikara. And I've also got the UK DVD where it was called Curse of the Demon Mountain. I remember having that one first, and then I got that one because I thought the picture quality might be better. Unfortunately it wasn't. Really good film though, weird, surreal, has a great sense of dread throughout. I'd really love it for this film to come out on Blu-ray with a decent transfer. It really needs a good treatment, a good release. That's The Shadow Shikara, or Curse of the Demon Mountain. And lastly, I thought I'd just show an old classic, one we all know and love, and it's High Plains Drifter, the Clint Eastwood film from 1973. Clint Eastwood is the stranger, rides into town. Brilliant film, seen it so many times over the years. Originally on TV, then I had the VHS, then I had the DVD. Now I have the Blu-ray. This is the Kino release Kino Lorber, really good transfer on this. Great film. Okay, so thanks very much for watching this video, guys. Take it easy.